can look at the statistics and let them get you down, but the reality is that God doesn't care about statistics.
And so, what was your experience going through that? And did you notice any kind of bias in that way?
Yeah, no, I mean, I heard those statistics as well, and they informed my choices and they informed how I went into the process, very agitated and, worried how long it was going to take. But then I found some solace. It's like, okay, let's just get your paperwork done, your home study done. That's something you have to get done as a single woman adopting, or any person adopting, right? You
Right.
have to find a social worker who's going to do your home study, make sure that you are qualified to adopt a child financially, emotionally, and you have support and all of that. And so that I did. And then the process was a little stop and start with the social worker that I found. But then I realized through a lot of soul searching and talking to God that the baby that I was going to have in my life, that God ordained to have in my life, was not ready yet. And so all of the delays were for that child to come into my life in the right circumstance and way. And once I let and embrace that thought and that thought process, everything actually started to fall right into place in such a miraculous way that from what the agency that I first contracted with told me was going to be a year and a half, I ended up finding an opportunity through the social worker that did my home study, who had an agency also, but she just didn't get a lot of children coming in. Miraculously, she got a baby that was coming in, and I went up against, and I hate to say up against because that's not really the right word, but I was presented to the birth mother. I was the only one who was single and Black with couples of various ethnic backgrounds, but I was the only single woman, and she chose me. And so you can look at the statistics and let them get you down, but the reality is that God doesn't care about statistic. God, if it's for you, if that baby's for you, it's happening. No one can get in the way of that.